Welcome to Bond Air Services Ireland and KEL Energy. By paying close attention to the safety information in this briefing, you are actively contributing to the safety of everyone on this flight. It is vital that your suit zip is fully closed and locked for the entire flight. Pull the neck seal slightly away from your neck and squat down to expel any trapped air. Check the gloves are in the arm pockets. Check the hood is in the left-hand leg pocket. Carry out these PISTAS EBS checks before donning the jacket. Reading the pressure gauge. If the pointer is indicating a pressure of 200 bar or more, then the unit is safe to use. If the pointer is indicating a pressure lower than 200, then the unit should not be used. The ratchet knob. Check that the on-off ratchet knob is turned fully anti-clockwise. The telltale indicator pin. Check that the green telltale status indicator pin is fully exposed. When the supply valve is fully open, the indicator pin will pop out, and if viewed from the side, will be level with the top of the red indicator body. If the pin is not level, the unit should not be used. Check that the PISTAS hose is secured to the jacket by the 3 Velcro fasteners. Unclip the crotch strap and fully open the front zip. Put your right arm through first and put the jacket on like a waistcoat. Check that the waist belt is not twisted. Connect the front zip at the bottom and fully zip up the jacket. The adjuster on the left-hand side can be tilted and pulled forwards to loosen the waist belt. Tighten the waist belt by pulling rearwards. Pull the crotch strap up between your legs. It can be lengthened if necessary. Fasten the crotch strap clip and tighten by pulling down on the loose end. Wind up and secure any loose strap. Check that the mouthpiece is secured in its retaining cup. Use the ear protection provided to protect your hearing. Only approach the helicopter in single file, following the route as advised by the ground staff or helideck crew. For offshore travel, be aware that the aircraft will be on an active aviation ramp. You will be escorted to and from the helicopter and must not leave the helipad unless you are accompanied by the ground staff. Use the step when boarding or disembarking. Do not use the floats as a step. Lengthen, fasten and tighten the lap strap across your hips. The buckle should be central. When strapping into your harness, ensure that the shoulder straps do not cover or obstruct any parts of the PISTAS that may hinder its deployment. Unfasten by turning the buckle fully in either direction and leaning forward. Do not inflate your life jacket inside the helicopter. At the end of a normal flight, you must keep your harness fastened until told to disembark by the crew, the HLO or ground staff. Leave your ear defenders on your seat. Pick up your baggage and follow HLO or ground staff directions. Any remaining baggage will be collected by the helideck crew or baggage handlers. The passenger emergency exits in this aircraft are the sliding cabin doors on each side. The doors should not be opened until the floats and the life rafts have fully inflated. Emergency lighting may illuminate to identify exits. The windows in the main cabin doors and the rear windows in the cabin are classified as emergency exits. However, it is strongly recommended that all offshore passengers wearing survival suits and life jackets use the main cabin door emergency exits. To open a sliding door, pull the door lever up and then push the door slightly out. Then slide it rearwards fully until it is secured. To remove the windows in the doors, remove the cover at the top of the window, pull the tab and completely remove the rubber strip. Drive the window out by pushing firmly at the marked positions. The life rafts are located in the flotation bundles on each skid. The crew will normally launch the life rafts after the floats have been deployed. If the crew are unable to do so, the life rafts can be launched manually from outside the aircraft. There is a deployment handle for each life raft on the rear cross tubes of the skids. Press in the center detent and pull the handle, making sure you are towards the rear of the aircraft. If an emergency develops during the flight, do the following.
Captain to crew, prepare for emergency landing.
Retighten your lap strap, remove glasses, put on your suit's hood. Do not inflate your life jacket before landing. When told to, or it becomes obvious, adopt the brace position.
Brace, brace, brace.
Pull your legs back, keeping them together. Grasp the seat or your suit. Push back into the seat, keeping your back and neck straight. Cabin doors or window exits must never be opened or removed before landing. When the helicopter touches down in the water, floats will be activated to prevent the helicopter from sinking and to allow escape in a safe manner. Once the helicopter has landed, locate your harness buckle with one hand and the direction of your nearest emergency exit with the other. The pistas should be deployed using your buckle hand and not the hand you may be using to locate the direction of your nearest exit. If the water level in the cabin is rising steadily or the water has reached your waist, pull the EBS mouthpiece out of its retaining cup and hold it ready for use. Just before your head goes underwater, put on the nose clip and put in the mouthpiece. If possible, prior to deployment, you should take a single deep breath. If you have taken a breath before submersion, exhale it to purge the mouthpiece of any water. If you haven't taken a breath, you can purge any water using the purge button. Press the purge button at the front of the mouthpiece firmly, and a burst of air will force any water out of the mouthpiece. The Pistas EBS provides air on demand, so as long as you keep breathing at a normal rate, you should have sufficient air to make your escape. Once the cabin has filled with water or the aircraft has finished rolling over, release your harness and escape through your nearest emergency exit. After escaping from the helicopter, once you reach the water surface, you will need to inflate your life jacket. Before inflating, first remove the EBS mouthpiece and nose clip. The life jacket can be inflated by pulling either of the red mushroom toggles. If the jacket fails to inflate, it can be inflated using either of the two oral inflation tubes after the jacket pouch has been opened manually. There are flaps on each side of the cover, protecting the easy open zip teeth. Pull open the flap and use your fingers to open the zip all the way around the jacket. Open up the buoyancy chambers and locate one of the oral inflation tubes. To remove excess pressure, take off the cap, invert it, and insert the cap end or a finger into the oral inflation tube. The sea light and strobe will activate automatically. There is a whistle attached to the front oral inflation tube. A buddy line fitted with a toggle is attached to the bottom of the left-hand stole. The spray hood can be deployed by pulling the two red tapes positioned over the shoulders of the inflated life jacket. Pull the spray hood up and over your head and secure in place using the Velcro underneath the stoles. The life raft inflation system should disconnect automatically. If not, then pull the metal sleeve on the quick disconnect. If boarding from the water, There is a V-shaped ladder on opposite sides of the raft. The grasping lines can also be used as an aid to boarding. If the life raft capsizes, there is a righting aid line on the underside. Pull on the line while pushing the bottom of the raft away from you. The orange protective canopy is secured to the life raft by a buckle. Pull the canopy up and over the arched tube support and secure it using the remaining 3 buckles. Make sure the elastic waist of the canopy is tucked underneath the uppermost main tube. The canopy opening can be closed using the Velcro around the edge. There is a survival kit in a pouch on the topmost tube. The raft can be cut free from the aircraft using the knife located near the hand pump and heaving ring. If you are rescued by helicopter, unclip 2 adjacent buckles, remove the canopy from the arched tube support, then submerge it to prevent it flapping about.